did you go to Mount Rushmore?
We went last year, so that my first year there.
And that's another thing, because I've done a lot of traveling around the world and through the U.S., and I always tell people, if you've never been to Mount Rushmore, it is truly mind-boggling when you go there, right? I mean,
it's impressive.
Dude, you go there, and they have like this amphitheater, and you sit down like on these like benches, and you look up at it, and it's like, whoa, dude, how in the fuck did they do that? You know, I definitely tell people if you're in South Dakota, you got to go to Mount Rushmore. I mean, it's just you have to.
Who would you put on the Mount Rushmore of trial lawyers?
Well, you know, I
think about
for
it. For
sure
it's
would
hard.
think. I think for sure Jerry Spence. Got to put Jerry Spence up there. You know, you got to put Gary Dordick up there. You know, you got to put Brian Panish up there. You know, and
this is a hard one. I want to hear what like
the fourth one would be hard for me.
Aren't there 5?
Or is there 4 or 5 on there?
There's 4.
There's 4.
There's 4.
And the fourth one would be hard. I mean, Arash Hamanpour,
Yeah, he's
you know,
crushing it.
or Nick Rowley, or you know, some of those. A lot of great.
I mean, I'd be interested for the our viewers and listeners. Let's figure out we should do a vote or something. A Mount Rushmore of trial lawyers, because there's only a few that are in what's called the inner circle, which is a lot of politics too. But I think there's only 1 or 2 women in the inner circle, right?
That's
Randy
my understanding.
Randy's in, and who else?
Randy's the one I knew.
And I think the little girl from Brown Green's office, not from Brown Green's, from Brian's office.
Debbie Chang? She's
No,
in?
no, the other one. God, I can't remember her name. The Italian.
Oh, Chris Bagnoli?
Chris
She's in
Bagnoli.
her, wow.
She's in her circle.
Is
that's
Amy Wagstaff?
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
know. She does a lot of mass torts.
She does do a lot of mass torts.
No,
Very
interesting. I mean,
impressive.
it's just, I've never,
There,
talked to her
and
twice.
there's
I've never seen her
there's
try a
this
case.
trial lawyer from Texas that I've read a couple of his books.
Mark
that I-
Lanier.
No, not him. But it's a guy. He wrote this book called Winning with Stories. That's just an amazing trial lawyer book, and I did some research on him, and some of his verdicts are amazing. And he might be up on the Mount Rushmore. I can't remember his name right now, but he wrote a couple of amazing books, and he's got huge success verdicts all over. All
Actually, I
over
just
Texas.
got my book on trying spine injury cases is coming out with trial guides, and he just wrote a foreword for it. I
that's
got to send you a
awesome.
copy to see if you can write a quick little snippet about.
I'd be
the book.
glad to. That's awesome. I
Yeah, I
didn't know
mean,
you had that.
Bob's
project.
firm
Where
is,
do
you
you
know, like-
find the time?
I actually wrote that book when COVID first hit. My wife and I were supposed to take her baby moon with our second child, to Hawaii, and everything got shut down. So we actually went to Gary Dordick's house in Palm Springs because the world shut down and we were just away. So I was there for like 4 days with my wife on our baby moon, and I just wrote whatever because she would sleep in, and I would just write, and that's what I did.
That's fantastic.
And a lot of tweaking and stuff since then, and adding new things and transcripts and visuals.
Bob, I remember. I don't have it anymore, but I had it at one time. You wrote like a science fiction book.
Oh, I did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bob wrote like a spaceman book one time.
It's called It's a
Is it
Wonderful
coming
Life.
out?
No, it's been out for a long time. It's actually funny. Right now, it talks about artificial intelligence being trained on artificial intelligence and how it creates the end of the world.
And this book came out like 15 years ago.
Yeah, and but the catalyst of it is that they trained the new artificial intelligence on the one thing that they left out intentionally, which they shouldn't have. What that is. Belief in God.
Compassion. Yeah.
It's belief in God.
Belief in God.
And that was the one thing that they didn't train the new one on because they thought it was illogical.
Interesting.
And it just did this whole thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was a cool book. I remember I read it a long time ago. I think it was an ebook, like the first ebook I ever got, and it was so long ago. It was like the first ebook I ever
Well, I
got.
just have these. I like doing creative shit.
I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's one of the things that we let go of as lawyers, right? Like we're just in the grind, and so a lot of the creativity falls out. And I think one of the things I found that on this leg of my career is that the creativity makes me a better trial lawyer. So if there's ways that I can find to sort of incorporate creativity, it just makes a tremendous difference.
Yeah.
But I think
I
the
have a friend of
storytelling you
mine-
do, that's it.